Hey, welcome. So, if you're part of a remote team, you probably know that feeling of just drowning in messages, right? It feels like total chaos. You think, okay, let's communicate more, but somehow things only get more confusing. Well, today we're going to diagnose this very common illness of remote work, and then we're going to prescribe the cure. And this right here is the absolute heart of the problem. We're always told that the secret to remote work is to just over-communicate. But you know what? Just adding more noise to the system isn't a strategy. It's just more noise. Without some kind of clear structure, all that extra communication, it just becomes more chaos. It's not about talking more, it's really about talking smarter. All right, so let's get into our diagnosis with stage 1, the notification sickness. We're going to take a look at the symptoms and really understand why bombarding your team with a constant stream of messages actually does the exact opposite of what you want. Okay, I want you to picture your team working inside this glass jar. Now imagine notifications, the Slack pings, the emails, the comments, just raining down on them like hail. Everyone is constantly reacting, just trying to keep their head above water. This storm of pings, it creates this false sense of urgency, but it doesn't create any clarity. And that is a crucial point here. When remote teams fail, it's not because of the distance between people. It's because of the ambiguity that's filling up that jar. So that brings us to our next step. We've seen all the symptoms bubbling up on the surface, but now we need to look a little deeper. So let's roll in our diagnostic X-ray scanner and see what's really going on inside that chaotic workflow. And there it is. The X-ray shows us the real culprit. It isn't the notifications themselves, but what they create, this thick, dense cloud where there is no single source of truth. We call this notification fog. It's that state of just pure ambiguity where so many messages are flying around that the actual final decision gets completely lost in the haze. And this fog, oh man, it has a really expensive side effect: hidden costs. Let me introduce you to two of your developers, Alice and Ben. Both of them are working super hard, both think they're doing exactly the right thing, and oh no, both are building the exact same feature. They're on a collision course and they don't even know it, just wasting tons of hours. See, this isn't a people problem. This is the direct result of not having one single place to find the truth. So we've diagnosed the disease. Now for the good news. There's absolutely a cure. And it's not about working harder or having even more meetings. No way. It's about a simple system repair. And the whole thing starts by asking one single fundamental question. Seriously, just take a second and think about this for your own team. Right now, if you needed to find the final, locked-in, this is it decision about a project, where would you go? Is it buried in some endless Slack thread, an old email chain? Is it just in someone's head? If you can't point to one specific place in like under 3 seconds, I've got news for you. You are living in the notification fog. So the fix is actually this really simple team patch that you apply to your system. It's all about creating an intentional structure where there's one single home for everything. Step 1, decisions live in docs, period. All final plans, all the specs, they go there. Step 2, work lives in tickets. Every single task has a clear owner and a clear status. And third, updates live in one dedicated channel. No more random pings all over the place. This simple structure, it makes asynchronous work the default because the answers are always exactly where they're supposed to be. So what happens after you apply the patch? What does the after state of a healthy remote system actually look and feel like? Let's take a look. Remember that team in the jar? Well, the fog has completely cleared. That crazy notification storm is gone. The few pings that are left are actually purposeful and meaningful. The team is calm, they're focused, and they're shipping amazing work. The change is this dramatic flip. You go from a system that was defined by almost total ambiguity to one that runs on pure clarity. You're not just more efficient, you're just less stressed. It's a game changer. And that brings us to the most important takeaway of all of this. If your remote team feels chaotic, please resist the urge to blame the people. It's almost never a people problem. It's a system problem. So stop trying to fix your team and start fixing the system that they operate in. Give them clarity, give them structure, and then just watch them thrive. So the only question left is, where are you going to create your first single source of truth